Oh, there you are. Sorry about that. You caught me with my druthers. So after a busy day working on the rebuild and the container, I'm just relaxing a moment with this great little newspaper called Druthers. And I am going to leave the link below. And yes, this is an absolutely shameless plug for this incredible little paper that came out really as a result of the last 3 years. And they have done some incredible research. They've got some incredible people on board writing some amazing articles, very qualified people. These are not just opinions, but actually people who know what they're talking about. And, you know, I was kind of fascinated to read this first story. Government aims to obliterate natural health care. And, you know, just a little thing here, it's right on the front page. Okay, and I'm gonna leave the link for this so you can read this, and I would suggest you're gonna do as I do, subscribe. It is only $119 a year, and you get 3 copies a month delivered to your mailbox, because this is, again, as you can see, this is free. Okay, so these people, I don't know whether they get paid or not, but boy oh boy. Anyway, this little statistic here, 10,000 people from prescription drugs, this is deaths per year in Canada, 10,000 people from prescription drugs under doctor's supervision, and that's from the Journal of American Medical Association. 240 people from food-related illness, that's from Public Health Agency Canada, and from natural health products, zero deaths per year from natural health products. There it is right there, you can see it. 0 deaths per year. Absolutely stunning. Anyway, the video today is going to be, the back page is the Absurdity Observer, and I'm just going to read some of the stories off there. They're very good, but I would urge you, subscribe or online, read it online, pick it up free from your newsagent. With the 3 that I get, I keep one myself, give one to a friend, and I leave one somewhere, wherever I happen to be, in a public place. And you know, if I'm waiting for something in Coffee Bar, in Tim Hortons, I'll just leave it on the table for other people to read, to share this valuable information. Okay, so here we go with the Absurdity Observer. Okay, so this is Druthers October edition, Absurdity Observer. Some of the most absurd things that have happened in recent weeks. Canada bans all school books printed before 2008. What? Due to non-politically correct PC content. The Trudeau regime has announced a nationwide ban on all school books in Canada printed before 2008 due to the fact that they may contain non-PC content. According to reports, Canadian schools are being forced to destroy books because they aren't inclusive enough. Only inclusive and culturally responsive books will be allowed. The Ontario Divisional Court has deemed the provincial government's standardised math testing for teachers, the MPT test, as racist. The court declared the test racist and made the decision to intervene after it's found that in 2018, the first year it was given officially, some groups of test takers, notably candidates self-described as being of African, Caribbean and Indigenous descent, didn't score as well as the white candidates. They are now planning to rewrite the test to make it somehow less racist. And of course, you know, really this should be a wake-up call to pull up your socks and maybe catch up on your math skills rather than an opportunity to lower the standard one more time. Solar panels release 5 times more CO2 than previously thought. Wow, fancy that. Data published by Italian researcher Enrico Mariutti that took into account the solar photovoltaic PV industry's manufacturing process, which includes methane emissions, albedo, grid upgrade, storage and transport, finds that the estimate drastically increases from the previously thought 48 grams of CO2 per kilowatt hour, which is already twice that of hydroelectricity, to 170 to 250 grams CO2 per kilowatt hour, which is 62.5% as much CO2 emissions as natural gas electricity generation. Well, that's an eye-opener, isn't it? Study published in the Open Forum Infectious Diseases at Schresser et al. Using CDC all-cause mortality data revealed that each year every inoculated person becomes more and more likely to pass away at a rate of 7% per inoculation per year. The results of the study also revealed that the more doses of the original inoculation a person took, the more likely they were to be infected by CV. Wow! Unbelievable, unbelievable. In a step towards the future of retail transactions, Amazon confirmed that by year's end it will integrate its Amazon One Palm recognition system across its entire network of over 500 Whole Food stores. Already present in 200 stores, a simple hand scan will conclude the transaction, marking an end to the requirement for traditional forms of payment. In a press conference, the NYPD, that's the New York Police Department, announced their plans to trial a dystopian robotic surveillance platform in the Times Square subway station. The robot, dubbed the Nightscope K5, monitors mobile devices and records video that can be reviewed in case of an emergency or a crime. And look at this. Documents recently obtained through the Freedom of Information Act request by the Functional Government Initiative suggest public health officials used inaccurate information and misrepresented medical research to advance their policy objectives that must prevent CV, despite strong opposing scientific evidence received from top experts. Well, who'd have thunk that they would ever try and mislead or misrepresent things to the public? Naughty, naughty. In a move that benefits the giants, Amazon now accepts food stamps, and Uber Eats will begin accepting food stamps early next year. A new study titled Possible Toxicity of Chronic Carbon Dioxide Exposure Associated with Face Mask Use, particularly in pregnant women, children and adolescents, a scoping review. Kieselinski et al. Exposes the harms of chronic mask use. As the study puts it, fresh air has around 0.04% CO2, while wearing masks more than 5 minutes bears a possible chronic exposure to carbon dioxide of 1.41% to 3.2% of the inhaled air. U.S. Navy toxicity experts set the exposure limits for submariners carrying a female crew to 0.8% CO2 based on animal studies which indicate an increased risk for stillbirths. Additionally, mammals who were chronically exposed to 0.3% CO2, the experimental data demonstrates a heterogeneity with irreversible neuron damage in the offspring, reduced spatial learning caused by brainstem neurosis apoptosis, and reduced circulating levels of the insulin-like growth factor 1. Circumstantial evidence exists that extended mask use may be related to current observations of stillbirths and to reduce verbal motor and overall cognitive performance in children born during the pandemic. The need exists to reconsider mask mandates. This is not the first study to find masks to be harmful. Last year, a study found plastics in masks were present in users' lungs, Jenner et al. Another study from earlier this year, titled Measuring the Quantity of Harmful Volatile Organic Compounds Inhaled through Masks, Ryu et al., found alarming concentrations of harmful chemicals being released from face masks. So there you have it, folks. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, and once again thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. And I must say, take the time to say that it is my audience here that has also made this an unbelievable journey for the last, 6, 7, 8 years that I've been making videos talking about just things that I think that people might be interested in, or things that I've been interested in that piqued my curiosity, and or some of the insights that have been shared with me through the barbershop, which is a great source of information, and yes, and sharing them with you. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I've enjoyed it so much. And so, my fine feathered friends, there is only one thing left to say: be brave, stay calm, wait for the signs. And in the meantime, this is Houndog Steve signing off, wishing you a very pleasant afternoon, and we'll talk very, very shortly. See you now. Bye.